Kitchen update. Plastering is done. Most of the units are in. So as you can see there's where you plastered this side of the wall there. Where the tiles were. He's plastered all this wall basically, apart from just one little bit in the corner. That's where the chases were for the sockets. Going up there and then along, that's all filled in and plus skimmed over. Same there, remember that was all knocked out, wasn't it? So we filled all that in, skimmed over it. Bit rough there, but that's all getting tiled. When the top goes on here, that's getting tiled all around here. So the tiles are going mostly covering all that. Plastered all here. Down where the chase was. Then he's plastered the whole wall over it, skimmed over it. So he plastered the chase and skimmed over it. These cupboards are a bit further moved over, that's where the cupboards were. And they've moved them over to the right a bit there for some reason. But my other units were nowhere near this size. And they were lower. You have to sort of bend down to plug something in and see it. Everyone used to say these are too low, so these have been raised quite a bit. As you see, you can see from standing here, you can see them. When the tops are here underneath, you be able to plug in easily. That's the sink unit. The sink unit, and then there's that lad's he's skimmed under here. Done his best under there, like best he could. That'll either get tiled or painted. Well, they won't get tiles in there, they'll have to paint it. Just flatten it all out and paint it. He skimmed all there, done a cracking job around there too. Around these sockets. As I say, that's all getting tiled as well, I think. Also, just up to around well, I don't know, I don't know what this is. I know we're getting boxed in a bit, so you won't see most of this. So but he's done a good job. That's the chase there, all filled in and then skimmed over it. All down the window. That's where the extractor fan was. He skimmed all that wall. On the bottom of the window. Skimmed that wall. And most of this wall. Skimmed all that. All where the tiles were there, he skimmed, because that's just getting painted, I think. Tiles are going to go from the units up to about here when the cupboards start. Now, my old units used to start out about there, about here. So plenty of room. My bin was there, underneath the switch. And this unit started about here. But this massive thing there, it's huge. It sticks right out, so when you walk in, it's like it's sort of in the way. But I'll get used to it. But I was used to having a bit of gap there. I could walk right across here because it didn't start those. Yeah, and it wasn't this wide. You can see how more wide these are than the others. See on the bottom, where the black is, where the other units started and ended, and so there's a good couple of inches at least, or maybe 3 inches out, further than the other cupboards. And this is a wide narrow kitchen anyway, so that on both sides narrows it down a bit. So they hasn't put the handles on yet on the drawers. Just try and get this open for you. Plenty of I'll show you these cupboards. These are massive. I don't know whether you can appreciate the size of them, how big they are, but they are quite big. That's just another shelf got to go on. that's under the shelf. That this top piece has got to go on there, make it to the shelf. So that's going to be like little 4 sections. What do you think of the doors? The wood? I was a bit I thought they're not quite like one, because when they give you the samples on little tiny squares to choose from, and they didn't have much of a choice, so I thought that'd look good. It might look better when the walls are painted and the tiles are up, because it sort of looks like the plaster, doesn't it? A bit. So when it's all painted and done, it'll look better. I'm just taking it back by the size of them. For a little kitchen, they're huge. Especially this one, blimey. So these are on the side, so this is the bottom of them. These three have got to go up. These 3 are going. These 3 units are going over to the other wall. There's a smaller one. So you can see they're all the same size. I think the top one's a bit bigger than the middle one. Then there's another one there. They're going here. It's going to be a big unit there with a small one next to it. About there. Starting out there, so about here, big unit here. You can see there's markings. That's where they're going to end, be at the top of them. So there's going to be a big one and the small one just there. And then another one of them big ones. Yeah. Not quite in the corner, but it's going to be sort of not quite in the middle either, so above the switchables here, I think. That area. And this worktop here, these are the worktops. Anyone, do you like them? I'm not quite too fussy on them. When I get all that stuff, might look a bit better. But what was I going to say? Yeah, so you might notice there's no cupboards in there. There's no cupboards or drawers or anything. When the fella come round to measure up the kitchen and say, give you samples and that, I said, I don't need loads and loads of cupboards and drawers that I'm not going to use. And so I thought, because my living room's a dining living room. I've got a table at the back of the living room where you carry your food to and eat on there. But sometimes you want to sit in your kitchen, listen to the radio, and just chill out in the kitchen, don't you? So I thought, could you just make like have it all empty there, so I can get a stool and sit there and have it like a sort of like a what's the name, breakfast bar. So I'm going to use that as like a breakfast place. I'll have my radio on there, maybe a little telly or something. There'll be one unit in the way sort of there, so and these are wide, so I'll be able to get anything on there. It won't be nothing be in the way. The flooring will be done. That'll all be painted at the back, and got a little breakfast bar there, haven't I? There's all his rubbish. So he come at 8:30 in the morning, loaded all, and then the delivery driver come. He loaded all the stuff in. There's the sink. He loaded all the stuff in, and he didn't have his. He was just about to start 8:30 in the morning, and he said, "Is the sink ready to go in?" Yeah, so he's about to start. I don't know what all these are for. There's packs and packs of wood still. I'm wondering where they're all going. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 packs of something. I don't know where they're going. They're the units going up there, they're not for there. They might be, well, I think some of them for there, you should box off that, close off them legs, just close that off. But that's not much, is it, on 10? On 3 units, where all that's going. Yeah, so this box was supposed to be delivered with it. That's got all the handles in it. All the fittings for the sink unit. All the stuff for fitting the sink unit and the pipes and all that. All the connections. as you can see. And it also had this, all this stuff to fit the units to the wall, these things in the back, with all the little packets in there, so he couldn't start until that come. And he sat in his car, he sat in his car from 8:30 till midday. I think he went and done a little job somewhere else on site as well. But it was a waste of day when he started. Then he come back about 12 and he'd done this and all in three and a half hours. But if he'd have had the full day, he'd have got all these up already. He'd have got them up. And maybe the worktop's on as well. There's a big worktop on the stairs, ready to go, and top right across. I think he'd have finished it all in one day if they'd have brought that box with them and he's supposed to have. On the living room, not the living room, on the bathroom. When we last left it, it was all no plastering done, was he? So the young lad, he's plastered there, that switch that was being moved to there, for the vents. Plastered it all around the toilet. Had to remove the toilet to get tiles off and then plastered it all and have it put back on. He has to get the plumber in to come and remove it and then fit it in when he finished. All around the window. All around the sink, back on the sink. Empty the bath, two rows here. Let's get the tile, so he just spread it in so it was all straight. Now what I've been told is they're only, this was all that wall was tiled and all the reveals were tiled as well. Which is brilliant. He didn't get any, because the water going on the tiles, he just wiped them and that's it. Now I'm going to get water on the wall. I know they're going to paint it, but water on the walls. And there'll be a couple of tiles here. Doing the tile right round from there. Right, the original tiles where they're going to tile right round to there to the end of the bath. And then just a couple of tiles above the sink. That's what I've been told up to now. I hope not. I'd rather have all this tiled. I said to him when he was telling me that today, I said that when the boss came in, he was telling me that. I said, well, if that's plaster, the shower's here, it's going to get mouldy and everything with the shower. He said, yeah, so I might get him to just tile out that side and not that side. I thought, just tile the bloody lot, mate. Tile the lot and that's all it's done. And he's going to put a plastic sill on there, which again beforehand it was all just tile all around. Easier to keep clean. There's nothing wrong with the tiles, perfect. You saw the sink, you saw the bath and sink, haven't you? What you didn't see was my new toilet. It was over there ready to go in, wasn't it? So there's the old top of the system. I don't know why I left that. Took the toilet but not that. That's the shower ready to go in. Just put this new toilet in. Brand new toilet. But it's got a problem, there's at the back it's supposed to go to the wall, so we can fit it to the wall, but it won't go any further. So we had to put a block of wood in for now. He stuck a block of wood to the wall with glue and just rested it against that. He said, just be careful. He's going to come back and fit it with brackets or something properly at some stage. So that's the bathroom. Well, he also done that. Remember the big hole in the ceiling? I thought it was to bring pipes down to the shower, but it's not because the shower's going from there up. That was sealed off. They blocked the pipe off. And the closers blocked the pipe off and he's just filled that hole in and plastered over it. Great job. And he also, I noticed that, and I said, what have you done there? He said, I already knew it was like all bumpy. When it was originally done, there's obviously been holes there and they've been patching up. And it was a terrible job, it was awful. All bumpy and you could see all the bumpy plaster. He noticed it, knocked it all out and filled it in. Which he didn't have to do, so that was good. There's my shower ready to go on. It's getting there. Won't be too long now. Give another update soon. Over and. Give another update soon. Over and out, guys.